Hi, you guys. Today was an interestingly tough day, weirdly, and at the same time, it's not. Today, it's Christmas Day. Merry Christmas, by the way. I we don't know truly if it's Jesus' birthday today, but I'd like to believe that it is. He was born on some day. He was born on some day on the calendar. Our Savior was born. So I would like to celebrate today this way with you guys. All five or four of my viewers. I still can't believe that I have four people watching. Four people. That is the most amazing blessing that God could ever give me. Like, I truly have happiness in my heart that there's people out there actually watching my videos. I don't know. It's amazing. I love it. But yeah, let's just talk about today and like what I've learned and then what I've noticed. So today, me and my family decided to go out. My mom usually cooks a bunch of food and like prepares this whole Christmas feast and everything. And then we eat in our room, and then call it a night. And that's Christmas. Last year, we actually did something similar, but it was crazy. Last year was not a good Christmas. And warning, the bug is still here. So if you see it flying around, please ignore it. But anyways, um yeah, we went out to eat at this Brazilian restaurant. Very interesting food. I am a very picky eater and I do not discriminate on any kinds of food or African over here, and we eat fufu, all these stuff I don't. But all these other kind of things, and I used to eat it. I just don't because now like my stomach is not like taking it as it used to. It takes way more it takes other items better than my traditional items that we eat at our home. But the Brazilian dishes were I don't know if they're super Brazilian because I really don't know what Brazilian food looks like or is, but slash American also. I enjoyed the mushroom mix with like the bell peppers, onions, like a mix of mushrooms, and then a certain type of meat. Like I wasn't really big on the eating, but I wasn't disrespectful about it. By the way, but anyways, if I don't know if it feels like it's getting dark, but I don't know. um, but anyways, before we even went, my mom wanted to take a photo, and I don't know what, but I didn't want to take a photo with her. Like I just didn't want to take a photo, but I want to model, which relies on photos. I don't know. I wasn't feeling discouraged or anything, but I just didn't want to get up and take a photo. Just something I didn't want to do. And they were forcing me, like begging me, photos, 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 like yelling at me to take a photo. And then I just felt upset, like stop yelling at me. I just don't want to do this thing. And then like they let go, like they didn't say anything after until after. Yep, it turned off. Of course. Okay, give me 1 second. Let me go turn on my light from my bedroom, and then we will start from here. I will not edit this part out. We are starting here. It's fine. Anyway, yeah. So we got in. They gave up. They just didn't say anything because I didn't say anything. I didn't respond. I didn't want it to. I didn't want to argue even more than we do, and I just wanted to eat and then come back and be in my room. But of course, my emotions took over, and it really wouldn't let go of the conversation or what was going on. Like it just wouldn't give up. That the conversation ended and we moved on. So what is it? I I was just thinking about it, like thinking about all of it, all the conversation that we had, the talks that they said, the words that they said, and everything. And I just realized that one of the God's commandments and what is considered a sin if you don't honor your parents, if you don't respect them. And at that moment, I didn't respect them. Like I didn't do as what my mother said, take that photo. But And that made me upset because I was like, okay, you did another sin. And then so on and so forth. Like the night got better because I forgot about it, and we ate and we enjoyed our food and everything. But near the night, I just felt so sad. Like this feeling of sadness just rushed towards me, and it was just like so consuming. And I was just like, oh, why am I feeling so sad? Why is there so much sadness in my heart right now? Like, I have breath in my lungs, I have eyes to see. God blessed me with love and cherished me with everything and more that I could ever want. And I'm sad? Why am I so sad? And I couldn't stop thinking about that. I couldn't stop thinking about how sad I was. And just, it made me even sadder, the fact that I was sad in the conditions that I am. Like, I have a roof over my head, I have legs to walk, I have eyes to see the beautiful colors of this world, and I have a mouth to speak, whatever I choose. And I'm sad. And I have a God who loves and cherishes me. And I'm sad. Oh, I absolutely hate it. I hated the fact that I was sad. And then I realized one important thing. We're human. I'm living in my flesh. My spirit, my soul feels consuming of happiness, and it's always happy, but my flesh is what is taking it down. And it's like bringing it down. My soul is trying to climb, it's trying to get up to the top of the hill or whatever, and my flesh is trying to stop it from doing that. It's trying to prevent it from reaching the highest point. And emotion wise, that was today. Like, I my flesh was trying to prevent me from reaching the highest point when it came to overcoming that hurdle with my family. Like, for an example, I always had trouble with my family. I would always argue with them, and in the past, I would get so upset. I would start picking at myself. I would start saying things about them, not to their face, but more so in my head. But that was past me. And today it made me realize that past me was coming out, and God already delivered me from that. God already brought me out of that. Like, that past me is the version of me that the world tried to, I guess, make like a sculpting tool or whatever. Like, tried to sculpt into, I don't know what, but that was past me, and God delivered me from her. God delivered me from the the sad version of what I thought was me. And it was trying to come out today. It was trying to come out and take over me. And I truly felt that. Like, it truly felt that I was living in another person's body, that I was living in another person's, I guess, life. This felt like as though this wasn't me. And I love that. But it just made me realize we as humans really, I don't know if all of us do it, but I could see that, like, humans do that. Like, humans, a lot of humans do that to themselves. Like, I don't know about followers or anybody else who's having this issue, but it seems as though we live in the past sometimes, and we try to push the past in our future. But it's not. That version of us is gone. That version of us is in the past. And the future us is trying to mold into what God wants us to be, God's image. And all we have to do is let it happen, let it be. And but I was thinking, how would I have handled that differently now, with the version of me now? I would have probably just let it go, truly just like let it go and let it fly. But my emotion today took control, like took the driving wheel, and I guess pushed God out the way. I would have been like, God, help me get rid of this emotion, like this anger, blah blah blah. I prayed about it, but like my emotion pushed God out of the car and was like, I'm driving now. I am taking control of this. And God, as a gentleman he is, he will never fight me. He will never uh argue with me. He's a gentleman. He will I guess not gladly, but respectfully get out of the way and let it be. And he will come in when you want him to come in. It will drive when you want him to drive. He won't force you to do anything. One of the blessings he gave us, free will. He won't force us to do anything. He will ask. He won't beg. He won't do anything of that sort. He will wait until you let him, and my emotions wouldn't let him drive. It took control of it all. And it really like I'm like so baffled though. Like I can't I'm glad that I've noticed this. I'm glad that I see this. I'm glad that now I know how to properly handle a situation like this if it were to happen again. But I find it so crazy how we let our emotions overcome us, how we let our emotions become us. I said something. I wrote something in my journal while I was writing to God. I let my emotions override my faith. Like like my emotions brought so much like thoughts into my head. It brought, oh, they didn't want to take a picture because you don't post right. Oh, they didn't want to take a picture because you don't look right. Oh, you didn't want a picture because you don't smile right. My emotions brought discouragement or whatever. My emotion discouraged me. My emotions made me unhappy. Like, even though I knew I was a truly beautiful, happy person, I honestly thought I was so ugly. Like, the photo wouldn't look pretty, the photo wouldn't look right. I honestly thought that I would make the photo look terrible. So I didn't want to be in it. I didn't think I looked beautiful. And I don't even know where that came from. I don't know how that became about. That thought came about, but it just came with the emotion. And and we can't get rid of that emotion. We can't get rid of those emotions. We can only try to fight it. I can always try to pray over it. I can always try to push it, but we're human and that's our flesh, and it'll always be there. But we have to try to overcome it with our faith. Let our faith override our emotion and not our emotion overriding our faith. Because that's truly important. In this world, it's truly important. Because, oh, I don't even know, you guys. I don't know. Today was just a lot because of that emotion, because of that sadness that it brought. I'm usually like fine. I'm usually like, okay, I'm living life. I'm happy. I'm adoring God and everything else. But that emotion just brought a big cloud over me, and it made me so sad. And it was just like, who is this person? Who is this person? I don't recognize her anymore. And I don't recognize how she's reacting or acting or whatever. She's not, I don't know her. Who is this person? And then I realized it was past me. It was the version of me that people, I guess, didn't like. And I understand that. Like, Debbie Downer. I'm just like, this person is truly so sad. And I feel bad for her. Like it made my heart sad. Like it was like evil was overcoming this red and beautiful heart. Like black was overcoming the red and beautiful heart. And I let it happen. Like, oh, I don't even know what to say. I know that I want you guys to know that your faith has to be strong. Your faith should be strong. Your faith should be growing. Like I'm telling you guys, when I have this Bible study book that I don't think I've showed you guys, but I have it. And in the beginning when I first had it, I wrote it to myself like, "Oh, this is you at the beginning of reading this book and how you are." And I remember exactly where I was at and how I was feeling when I wrote that. I felt as though God has left me. Like God wasn't in my life anymore because I was feeling so much pain and so much sadness. So I prayed to God so badly and so much. Please, God, show me where you are. Show me that you're here with me. Show me that. Show me all of this. And I saw something in the sky. This is. I think this is Saturday, and then Sunday. Like we went to church the next day. I don't know, but I saw a bird in the sky, and that bird was like, I don't know what it was. I have nothing, nothing bird in my life, like I don't have a picture of a bird, I don't have anything. But when I saw that bird in the sky, that confirmation of a bird in the sky, like not an actual bird but formed into it the clouds, I felt a sense of calmness into my heart. I was like, okay, he's here. He's truly here. And then looking from that person to this person, God is truly good. God is truly amazing. The way he works, I never thought I would be one of those persons, one of those people who like feels different or sees difference in her. Like I never see that I've changed as a person or anything. I always feel as though I'm stuck and everybody else is changing and else is moving on and everything else is happening for everybody else except for me. I always felt that way. But that's truly incorrect. That's truly not true. I like just realized that I'm new. I'm born again. I'm the version I'm becoming the version as though God has seen me, God has made me. I'm becoming in God's image. And today, I kind of saw it as a little test to see if I don't know, God wouldn't, I don't think God really tests us, but puts us to obstacles. But today I saw it as a test, not from God, just overall, like to see if I'd take the bait. And I did. I'm not gonna lie, which is upsetting because I like to pass tests. But I took the bait and I let my emotions drive instead of letting God. But I see that now. I see that now, and when I realize it, when I realize I'm in the moment, I know what to do. I know how to react. I know how to fix it. But wow, God is so good. Like, you guys don't even know the half of what I used to be. You guys don't even know how bad it was. Like, I thought of suicidal thoughts. It was bad. It was bad. But God got me. He grabbed me out of that. And He showed me who I truly was and who I truly can become. You guys, you have to give your life to God. You have to be completely in with Him. And it's going to be hard. You're going to fall. You're going to keep falling and over and over again. You will never stop falling. Like, but He will love you till your last breath. Not till your last breath, even. He will love you till eternity because you'll be up in heaven with Him. You have to. You have to give your life to God. I'm telling you, it is the best thing you'll ever do in your life because this feeling of joy that I feel for just waking up in the morning is undescribable. Like, you guys need that feeling, and you only can get it from God, truly. Like, no relationship, no book, no nothing, no movie, no fantasy you make up in your mind will give you that feeling. Oh, I don't know. Jesus is so good. He is so good to us, and I don't know. You guys know I ramble. I go all over. I don't even know what the topic of this was, but I hope it gave you some like insight or some I guess showed you something, I don't know, or gave you something to relate to, or gave you an image of what you could be or what you want to become, or anything of the sort, or helped you get closer to God, or anything of that. God wanted me to make this platform for a reason. I'm slowly realizing that reason. I'm slowly realizing that purpose. And I'm loving it. I'm loving every ounce of it because it's making me happy, and I hope it's making my God happy. I hope you guys found something very insightful with this video, and I hope that you guys loved it because I love you. Even though I truly don't know you yet, I love you, and that truly comes from my heart. I have love for you guys, and I will always love you. I will love you always and forever, just as though God does to you and to me. Thank you. Bye.